Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be showing you how to install your timing cover, and it's going to be a step-by-step, and I hope you enjoy and I hope you find this helpful, so stay tuned. Okay, the first thing you want to do is pretty much clean all your gasket off. We got one of these brushes we like using right here, go on a drill. They don't cut the metal or nothing, and they do really good at cleaning the gaskets, just like so. Now, if your oil pan gasket tears like this, which they sometimes do on these 5.2s, it's nothing to worry about. It will go back in place, and we will show you how to fix that in a few steps since we go ready to install this. But first, we're going to go ahead and get this took care of. So, Bossy, I'll let you clean this. And then when you get that cleaned, you need to go ahead and clean right here where the gasket sits. And then go buy you a good quality gasket. You don't want a cheap gasket for this because you don't want to redo this over. And while you're in here, you need to go ahead and change your timing chain, because you don't want to have to do that again either. And while you're in here, go ahead and replace your water pump. How to replace your timing cover seal, your front seal for your mount bounce on your timing cover on your 5.2 Jeep. So stay tuned. You want to clean your water pump section, and then you want to clean the back section where your gasket sets. You want to get it free of oil. Next, you want to get this seal removed. The best way to remove this seal is put this either carefully in a vise or set it down like so and get somebody to hold it here while you tap this with a hammer, which I'm going to let Bryce record me doing it with just a rubber mallet and a one-way as he puts something like that. There we go. Are we ready? It's that simple, boys. Now, take you something and clean this out real good, a rag or something. And then go to your new timing kit that you should have got. That should came with a seal. Or if you're just changing the seal, which I say you bought the whole kit because pretty much you got to take this whole thing about down to nothing. But you can pull your mount bouncer and take a seal puller and just change this seal if you have to. Here's your new seal for your timing cover. As you can see, it's an aftermarket. Came in this Velcro kit that we ordered. I don't know if it's a Velcro. It says made in Mexico, but it'll work. You want to take you some black RTV silicone. Put a small bead all the way around the edge here, where it sets in the groove, because you don't want any fluid or anything to go past it. They probably don't need it, but I always do it just to be safe. It's better safe than sorry. You know, wrap it before you tap it, and silicone it before you bolt it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, pretty much once you get your silicone around it and that cleaned inside, you want to drop this down in so, down in like so, and keep it level. Now take you a block of wood, set across of it, and tap it down. If we can find a block of wood. That'll work. Can't have that, can we? Need a flat piece of wood. That goes. If you can find a piece of wood, use a piece of wood. And don't use a metal hammer unless you got wood, because it will damage you. Okay, after you get this installed, the next step is come over here. And this is what you got. Got here and here with your new Velcro gasket. Come in the kit. What all comes in the kit, you can check it out. I got an unboxing video of this 5.2 timing chain cover gasket kit on my channel. Take you a small bead of silicone, take your finger, and smooth it out on both sides. Because if your block's uneven, this gasket can't seal. And you don't want to have to redo this over, and it's better safe than sorry. You don't have to use silicone, but I recommend using a thin coat of silicone. It don't hurt nothing. The best kind to use is white stuff. So we let Boss go ahead and fix that up. Then we go to the next step. Okay, what you want to do, get you some silicone, spray some ether on this, clean every bit of this off if you can. Take your bead of silicone, run a good generous bead right here. Because this is where your gasket broke. And if you don't want to pull your oil pan, this is the best way to fix it. I've used this trick in many small box Chevys, many engines, and haven't had a problem with it. Now if we can find the piece that broke, which is right here, you want to get it hit nice and clean. You spray it off by yet? Well, I'm going to spray it with ether, and then we will set it down on it, and it goes in just like so. Now this is made on, you can tell what broke, and that's the whole reason using the silicone. You don't want it a mess like it is. Put your broken seal back in here. You set it on that first bead of silicone that you put under here, and then you go over here with a generous bead of silicone where your timing cover matches it down. Then you want to get the edges good where the seal was broke, both sides. This is what I mean about putting silicone on both sides of your gasket in case your block is uneven or has pinholes or anything in it. This will seal it, and it helps hold your gasket on. You don't want a big thick coat though, but it's better safe than sorry. Right here, be generous with it, because before you put this into action, you're going to let it dry good, because you don't want to start it with it wet, because it can clog up and get in stuff that don't need to. Let it dry good. You won't have a problem out of it before you put this engine in use. But here we go, timing cover time, boss.
Put it in?
Mm-hmm.
Would you put anything on this side?
No, it's got enough on both sides. As you can see, the silicone mashes out, mashes in. About that what we wanted, a good seal around the oil pan. Next, you can take you some anti-seize and put on your bolts, so it will be easier to remove when you get them out. You want to clean all your gasket material off, put a smooth coat of silicone on this, because sometimes you got pitting in this, and you got other stuff like uneven castings and stuff sometimes can cause a water pump to leak, and you don't want that to happen.
Nope.
You want to do the same thing with your new water pump. This water pump wasn't replaced too long ago, so we are reinstalling it. You want to take your new gasket and lay on the water pump. The silicone will help hold the gasket in place. And them bolts also hold your timing cover on, which can leak, because when you take these loose, factory gasket is paper, and it is common for them to leak though.
But check our other videos on that adventure.
Yep. Remember, the longer bolts goes on these two, they pull your timing chain tight. Boss put the two shorter ones in the wrong place. But he's got it figured out now. This Jeep's been apart for about 2 months, so bear with us. Now, this is what your water pump will look like once you install it. You can get the torque specs, I don't remember what they are, and the torque sequence off of Google. Just Google that. But it's simple setup. Be sure to use your, like I said, silicone as a nice little trick. And don't use these on your little holes that goes here. These clamps right here, get the ones with a smooth back, because when you tighten these, they cut into your water hose. And where this is at an angle, it will cause them to leak. just a quick tip. Happened to this in Tri-Sofa. Customer used the same clamps. So this time we're going to go with smooth clamps. Isn't that right, boss? But as you can see, the seal and everything is good to go. I will show you how to install a harmonic bouncer on an upcoming video. So just keep a check on my channel or search my channel for 5.2 Jeep and it should pull them up. All different kinds of videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, me and Bossy will see you then.